Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching this video today, and thank you so much for subscribing to this channel. If you are a new person, you're just watching this video for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe, share and like. Your support really means a lot. I want to share a beautiful and thought-provoking topic with you. I understand that sometimes we are too excited to share information, to just communicate, especially with our loved ones or our acquaintances, any form of relationship that you may have, whether in a workplace, at home, in church, or anywhere whatsoever, anywhere whereby you are meeting at an environment of the same need or like in any social space, right? But today I want to talk about the importance of setting boundaries and being able to be sensitive when trying to communicate certain topics. I've been actually reflecting on how to be mindful during conversations with others, especially with sensitive topics. Sometimes we can share or ask questions, right, with good intentions, but it can in turn be offensive to the other person or to other people. But then how do we navigate through that? Because we live in a world whereby we are made to socialize, we are made to communicate with others. But how do you know that you are not overstepping? How do you know that you are not intentionally offending someone? So there are a few things that I'd like to highlight. For an example, I'm going to start with the basics. Dreams, right? We all have dreams, but as much as we all have dreams, not everyone believes in dreams. Not everyone can interpret dreams. Dreams are symbolic, right? We all know that dreams are symbolic and are oftentimes open for interpretation. But here's the thing. Sharing every dream, especially that involves others, may create unnecessarily worry, confusion, or even to the extent of hurting feelings. It's okay to keep some dreams to yourself, unless if you feel that it is really necessary, to tell the person involved in the dream about it. That's if also you are confident enough that whatever dream that you're going to be telling them won't be offensive. But I always say, ask yourself this question before you even go ahead and tell the person about the dream. Ask yourself a simple question. Will sharing this particular dream, will it help the next person? And also, how will it help them? Number one, have you prayed about it? Have you prayed about that dream? Especially if that dream is not a positive dream. Even if it is a positive dream, have you prayed about it? The first instinct, especially if you are born again, especially if you are a child of God, if you have a dream, and if in that dream there are specifics, you are dreaming of a particular situation or a particular person that you know, the first thing you do is to pray about it. Pray about it. If it's anything negative, pray against it. Mention the person's name in prayer and cover them. Cover them in prayer. Don't just now go and rush and tell them about the dream, especially if it's only going to cause worry and anxiety into their lives. So that was basically about the dreams. But also, there are other questions that as a person of discernment, or as a matured person, or as a person that is grounded, you can't be going around asking questions. Sometimes you are asking questions not from a place of care, but because you're trying to involve yourself in other people's personal spaces that they never invited you to. For instance, you can't be going around and asking people, when are you getting married? When are you graduating? When are you having a child? Those are very personal and sensitive questions. You don't ask that. If like you are really worried, the best thing you could do is to pray about it. Pray about it. Kneel down and pray. If you are a true believer, you will indeed kneel down and pray about it. You can't be going around asking certain questions, especially if they've never disclosed it to you. Especially if they've never disclosed it to you. I'm just giving an advice because I think with the times in which we are living in, we've lost certain values. We've lost certain values. We think that freedom of speech is about just talking as we please, asking as we please. It's like, no, I'm asking. It's up to them how they receive it. It's like you're an imposter. You are imposting yourself in people's business, imposting yourselves in, where you're not invited. Why can you not wait to be invited? Why can't you be patient enough to be told, especially if you are that important to those people? But until they've not said anything to you, you've got no business in going and asking certain questions. Refrain from asking sensitive and personal questions, because that way, you don't know, you might end up offending other people, or you might end up ruining relationships. You might end up ruining relationships with those people, because it's like you don't have IQ, you don't have emotional intelligence. It's like you don't have the spirit of discernment. To give people a benefit of a doubt, some people genuinely, they're just asking, not out of ignorance, but out of not knowing. Yeah, like it's just lack of knowledge. Like it's for them, it's like it's not a big deal. It's no brainer. It's like, I'm just gonna ask it. It's better for me to ask than just to keep quiet. But the question is, how will it benefit you after asking? And how is it beneficial to them when you've asked? Or also, going back to the dreams that I was talking about, after you've told the person about the dream, what are you expecting them to do? What are you expecting from them? What are you expecting to receive from them? We all have areas of our lives where we'd prefer to keep it private. For instance, not everything you see on social media is people's real lives. Until they share certain news, you are not to be the one to go out there and be asking or to be making assumptions or to stay away from it. Especially when you're a child of God, stay away from it. Put yourself in that person's shoes. If it were you, how would you feel? How would you feel? Respect people's spaces, respect people's privacy, respect people's journeys. Respect is like it's one of the greatest characteristics that one could ever possess, and no one can teach you respect. It's something that you need to have. It's yeah, and it can take you very far in life. We all have areas of our lives that we would love to keep private, right? And it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. We all, for an example, some people would prefer not to talk about their educational journey when what they're studying and when they're finishing, because they're trying to protect themselves from people's expectations, and also they don't want unnecessary pressure from people, so they'd rather keep it private until they've accomplished that. And also, another basic example, if, let's say, for example, you are getting married, right? Some people prefer not to tell everybody until they announce themselves. Some, to a certain extent, they even announce when they're done getting married, and it's okay. I mean, it's okay. That's people's choices. That's their choice. And they've got valid reasons why they chose to keep it private. And I strongly believe that if you love and care about those people, you would respect their privacy, and also respecting those boundaries. Respecting those boundaries says a lot about you as an individual. It shows that sincerely you love and care for those people. And as an individual, learn to create a safe space or a safe environment for people to be around you. Because if you are that person who's always asking sensitive questions, or if he's always like a person that is always sniffing around to ask like personal questions, don't do that. Don't do that. It's not okay. It's not right. It's not right. Be an environment of love, of peace. That's what we are always taught in church. And that environment of love, peace, and joy does not come with questions, does not come with curiosity. It doesn't at all. As I'm speaking like this, I want to encourage anyone that the greatest thing that you could ever do for your loved ones is to listen. Is to listen. You know, sometimes listening is the best. Listening is actually like it's listening, it's far more precious than talking. Listening shows your support. Listening shows your care, as opposed to seeking answers to personal topics that does not actually involve you at all. And also, you might be asking yourself, if you are a person that is on the other side, what if you are the victim? Yes, what if you are the victim in this instance? How do you deal with it? You know what? Unfortunately, sometimes you are caught off guard. You are not prepared for people to come and ask you certain questions. That's why, for me, it is important to always pray. Always pray for the spirit of discernment. When we choose our words thoughtfully, when we choose our words carefully, we build trust and long-lasting relationships. So let us be mindful, let us be respectful when communicating, and also respect boundaries. It's very, very important. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for your love, your support. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. I love you so much, and God bless you.